wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks, his name is Dave Ostel, the Mountain Man. He wanders through the Lake District, bagging Wainwrights and outlying fells. With his trusty eyepiece, a cap, and rugged good looks, his name is Dave Ostel, the Mountain Man.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Dave Ostel Mountain Man. Today we are parked in Crummock Water, just at the free parking by the green at the bottom of Rannerdale there. And today we're with the Fell Nomads and we're going up Grasmoor, just here. We've got Dave Hewitt, Paul Holland, Derek and Mary Ashbridge again. But they've started to head up Lad House, and I thought I fancy a different challenge up the way up Grasmoor today, so I thought I'd go up the direct route up Grasmoor End. Now, there aren't many videos on YouTube of this route. In fact, there's one, and we all knew who that is, Andrew Foster. Well, who else would it be? Showing you the way. Now, it is a little sketchy, but as long as you do your research, it doesn't look too much of a difficult problem. It's just by Whiteside over here and directly up a scree chute. A little bit of navigation is required. There are paths that lead you in to dangerous territory, but I've made notes on that and I know which one of them to avoid, and that should bring us up onto the summit of Grasmoor, where we'll rejoin the team. It is a bit chilly this morning. Bit of ice on the car glass as we left Carlisle, but we're just approaching the start point of Grasmoor End, which is up this scree chute just here. We're looking over to Winben, the Singe, the Whiteside summit just behind there. But yeah, it's around 2,500 feet Grasmoor, and using my barometer that I developed on my Black Coon video, 1,000 feet an hour, I'm expecting the best part of 3 hours to get up here. There isn't much in terms of flat areas where you can chill out. So it's going to get the job done really quickly, and it'll be interesting to see how my 1,000 feet an hour climbing holds up. So yeah, I found the path and it is heading up to this scree chute here. So I think once I'm at the top of that chute, it's more or less just rock climbing from there. I must warn you, this isn't a walk. It is once I get to the top of Grasmoor, but this is more of a climb. There isn't many places up here, it looks, where you can stretch your legs, but yeah, it makes short work of the ascent of this fell. If you do want to walk, stop watching this video and go and watch my Grasmoor round, where I'll take you up Winben, Whiteside, Hopegill Head. There's about 6 or 7 Wainwrights in that. It's one of my favourite walks. But as for us today, bloody hell, I'm regretting life choices already. Okay, so here we are, just approaching the biggest challenge really of this entire route, I think, from watching people videos, and that's up this scree shoot. The path is there, you can see where people have gone, and a tip that I probably agree with is you need to stick on the side of the heather rather than trying to walk up the stones. There's a good website called Wainwright's Route 1, and that'll take you the most direct, feasible way up any Wainwright. And the guy for this mountain, yeah, this is the quickest you can possibly get up it, really. And he suggests stick to the heather on the banks of the scree here. Now this isn't actually too bad. I'm sure it would have been a lot worse at one point, but I think now there's probably been enough people that's done this route that they've kind of pounded in footholds, and they're quite stable largely. So if you can stick to them, or if you can spot them, makes life a bit easier. So that's section 1 done, 1A. We're still going up here, and yes, it is that steep. But yeah, there's a little ledge here. We can have a bit of a sit down, which I'm going to take the opportunity to do. And there's a trod going this way. I think it's avoiding this scree, so I'm going to go up here through the heather, and that should assist largely. I thought about doing walk-bys, but absolutely no chance. Sapping all my energy. Yeah, so keep off the main scree path. You can see people have forced their way up there. But if you just come to the right of it, it isn't clearly marked, but you can use this heather to grab hold of and like that. Just pull yourself up with a bit of stability. Because it would be, I'm loose. It would be easy just to tumble back here. Now, I didn't think you were stopping until you hit the bottom. But we're looking for a rocky gateway. It's been described. And up until now, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure it must be that little crevice there between them two rocks. So we're making a beeline for that, really. Oh. We're getting there, just taking many breaks, just getting the job done. But yeah, I hope it's useful, a video like this, to show people a different way, or people who are wanting a different challenge up fells they've done several times before. Now, all credit here goes to Andrew Foster. He has, as of this point, the only video on YouTube about this route, so it's the only resource really you can see. Now I've added this one, if I do make it to the top. I owe him many thanks, because I mean, when Andrew Foster did this, I mean, he was a young lad back in probably the 70s. I wouldn't be surprised if he came up here in flares and a perm, but all he had was Wainwright's book to guide him, which are good, but there's not better than actually seeing it and somebody doing it, you know. So hope this helps somebody find the way, because it is I'm enjoying it. It's been all right to this point. Oh, thank you, Heather. Saved my life on many occasions. We're at the same height as Wind Bend now. Our singe over there, and it's kind of eased off a little now. I think we've passed the worst of the scree. It's turned into mud, and it's a little bit like walking up Whiteside now through the heather. Fairly comfortable at this little section here, although still relentlessly steep. But yeah, you just got to take your time. And here we are, we're just coming up to a little gully now. I guess it was potential to come up there, looks like some people do. But yeah, a bit more of a muddy trod now to the rocky gateway. So that's just gone an hour of walking, and what do you know, bang on 1,000 feet of ascent. So yeah, I don't think I'm slow, I'm certainly not fast. I reckon I'm probably the average guy. So use that when you're planning routes if you're a bit unsure on timings. If you do an 8 mile walk and 3,000 feet of ascent, allocate 3 hours for the ascent, and then the rest for the mileage. Say what, 20-25 minutes a mile if you're being conservative, and that'll give you a decent estimate of your walk. And I've only recently just discovered that, that's why I'm pandering about it now really. It's useful. Yeah, it's actually quite pleasant now. I think this path is walked quite clearly. I'm glad it's not on OS maps as a plottable path, because you could be mistaken to think you could use this as a way down off Grasmoor as a shortcut. Like I say, most people will park at that car park just directly below there, but no, there's absolutely no chance. You'd want to be coming down this way. There'd be just absolutely zero stability. Even poles I don't think would help you. There's nothing to grip onto. But oh, we're at our first viewpoint now. That's wonderful. There we go. That's 1,200 feet of ascent straight up, and it continues. There is a path here that's invitingly going left and one going right here, but I think this is the part where you just need to go straight up. I think that can take you into dangerous ground, into Lawton Gully, and not sure about that way, but yeah, up these crags here. A little bit of boulder climbing, nothing super technical, just gripping onto the rock. I can imagine it being pretty tricky if it was icy, because the rocks are all slanted that way, so you could easily probably slip and do yourself harm. But path's back again here now, and we're just going to continue. A little bit of fun. Oh. Aye. There is only one way you can go, and that is up. Oh dear. Path sporadically appears again. That's looking now over to Whiteside Crags. I think that is my favourite ridge in the Lake District. It's a toss up between that one and the Ilgill Win rig above Wastwater, but yeah, this is the first ridge I ever really walked. It's got a special place in my heart, especially because it was the first bit I did for this YouTube channel back in 2021, where we went over there. Very green at the time. Still am, still learning. This is a new experience for me, and yeah, I'm growing. I'm getting wiser, and you can feel it. And you look back, even 2 years ago now, when I did the National Three Peaks Challenge, which some feat of achievement. I'm so proud of it, but I was so green then. Even I didn't know much. All I had was determination, and yeah, just set yourself little targets, like finding new routes and keeping things fresh. Yeah, there's a whole library of places you can learn now on your armchair in your living room. You know, you don't even have to go out and buy a book, just watch people. So many informative channels now. I think the path's been that better than expected, really. I've just followed it, really. Apart from knowing not to divert left and right a little back there, which will take you onto difficult territory. But no, it's been pretty straight forward. Let's see it squeeze up through this gully now. Bloody hell, it's a bit claustrophobic. This is as close to caving I'll ever get. God, the walls are drawing in on me. Oh, this is a Wainwright route apparently. It's in his book. I'm dubious if he ever did it, like. I'd be surprised. But anyway, what do I know? I'm just a disciple. I shall not doubt him. That was a tight little squeeze, especially for a fat bloke. Oh, I can't resist coming on top of here. It's a little pinnacle. And having a look back down where we've been. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Look at the shade of the mountain. It's the perfect point. Anyway, where are we going now? Now, alright, here's the pinnacle. Try and block out the sun so I don't blind you all. I think we're just going to be cresting the left hand side up here. The path's still there, just up these rocks. Like I say, Grasmoor End, you might as well call it Grasmoor Direct because it is a straight line, more or less, apart from that little diversion up that gully because there's no easier way. But yeah, that's a lot of ascent very quickly. But it's been fun. I think it might be my, not my favourite way of Grasmoor because I do like Whiteside, but yeah, probably second favourite. Oh, Hakuna Matata, it means no worries for the rest of your days. Hakuna Matata, with the sun rolling high in the sapphire sky, each great and small at the edge of night is a circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. Forgot to bring my radio, so I've had to create my own airwaves today. Oh yeah, so much fun. Whew. So I wasn't going to mention it, but it's kind of Dave Allen's fault that I'm doing this route today, because we did Grasmoor last, I think October-ish or something like that. We were standing down near the finish down there, and Dave Allen pointed up there and said, I wonder if there's a route up there. I think there is, you know. So yeah, that put it in my mind that I had to find this route. Little did we know at the time, Andrew Foster did it 2 days later and whacked the video on YouTube, so that was very useful. But aye, cheers Dave for making me go up here. But yeah, you have to come and try this one yourself. It's absolutely wonderful. I've loved every moment of that, apart from the scree, but it's over quickly. Oh, tell you what, starting to get a little bit too excited there, thinking I'd nearly done it. There is more scree. I nearly just slid down on my arse, so you've got to have full concentration the whole way up here. You can't take it lightly. It is a very steep gradient. The only problem with coming up this narrow path is I've had the same bloody view all morning. The whole top end of Crummock Water there. Can now see over to Low's Water, and we've got Low Fell and Fell Barrow just over here. You can just see Melbreck's North Top poking out there with the Low's Water Fells, Burnbank, Blake Fell, kind of good stuff. I do like looking at Whiteside, but I'm ready for a change now. Right, and here we are. I think this is looking into Lawton Gully, I believe it is. Oh, some nasty crags there. Don't want to be anywhere near them. Although it looks like there is a path of some sort, but I think it's a sheep trod. Right, that's us on top of that pinnacle that we've had in our eyesight, blocking the sun the whole way, so thank you. It's kept me nice and cool. It has opened up now here. Oh, Andrew Foster did actually mention there was a grade 3 scramble up here somewhere, so I assume this is just the top of that. It's the only other route I've known about in this area, so yeah, I want to avoid that. But yeah, that certainly isn't a path you can go down on, absolutely not. If I seen anybody coming this way, I'd be turning them round about now. But anyway, just up to the summit of Grasmoor. The hell is that over there? I don't know if you can see it, it's about there. It's a giant plane, but it's very low. Looks like it's heading out towards the Solway. It's circling. It's maybe circling Stilleth Airfield actually. Wonder if it's going to land there. I didn't know planes still landed there. I think it's actually coming towards us here. I hope it managed to lift over this mountain. It's definitely lower than it at the moment. I might get first class tickets to a plane wreckage. Oh, it's coming down Crummock Water and Buttermere. Oh, I wish I was at the end now. So that plane was over by Stilleth 2 minutes ago. It's bolted all the way. I'm going to see it come down Crummock Water here in just a sec. There it is. Wow. That is a beast of a plane. That's very low. Bloody hell. That is incredible. It's been a long time since I've seen a plane like that up close. I don't fly. I'm done with flying. I've done it 3 times abroad and did not enjoy it. It is just cresting Buttermere now and floating over the lake. It's gonna have to pull up soon though, because that's a valley. There it is, yeah, pulling up over haystacks, I think. Oh, that's just gonna skirt over the top of haystacks. Bloody hell, that was close. That's Great Gable. It's gonna have to pull up some quite sharpish to get over Great Gable. Never. It's actually gone through the col between Great Gable and Green Gable. That isn't very wide. Whew. And there you go, over Scafell Pike. There we go. Summit of Grasmoor. Tell you what, I expected to beat you lot, to be fair. That's tough work. Well done, Paul.
That's the way we went.
I know, I see that one. Well done.
Well done.
So aye, we're all here now on the summit. Here's the fell nomads who came up the Children's Way.
Children's Way?
That was a fun way, so you can't go down that way in no way, shape or form, but yeah, we've had fun. Anyway, we've just had a little break here and I think we're going over at Crag Hill now. A bit more ascent for you, Dave. He's looking forward to it, yeah. Cheers. Oh, aye. Like I say, my first video of this channel was on Grasmoor. I'll flash up a little picture there. And it felt like a real achievement at the time. Probably took me about 2 days to edit the video. I think I've got it down to about 3 hours per outing now for a full edit, but yeah, you just learn and refine and get a system in place to make it really quick. So yeah, this is one of the best views in the Lake District, I think especially when you're walking across Grasmoor towards Crag Hill and you're looking down to Whiteless Pike and Rannerdale knots here. Yeah, I love that. It's just so many layers, and I do like views with layers.
I'm not ready.
Right, so that's just leaving Grasmoor. Dave's just having a bit of a play with his drone and we're heading over to Crag Hill. Right, so just walking towards Eel Crag and just over Dove Crags here. It's a lovely area. There is a route up here somewhere which I would like to do, and that'll complete the set of possible routes up Grasmoor. Wonderful. This is that big cleft that you'll see that's taken out of the side of Grasmoor. It's best viewed from Whiteside. I'll put a little picture up so you can see that. It's magnificent. It's one of my favourite features. It's this that reminds me a little of Black Combe, but yeah, wonderful. I love that little crag down there. Very pointy. So we're just on the edge of Grasmoor here, looking over to Crag Hill, where we're just going to have a quick up and down before we skirt the ridge line over to Wandope. But this is one of my favourite views in the Lake District. I love this, just all the different layers of Rannerdale knots, Whiteless Pike, the high style ridge behind, Pillar. You can see it all here, it's absolutely wonderful. It's turned out a bit gloomy actually. Big black cloud in the sky. There we go. Supposed to be clear and sunshine today, but obviously I'm out. It has other plans. That's it, we're just past the crossroads on the yellow brick road. It's very comfortable, it doesn't look too clever from here, but it's a lovely path all the way up to Crag Hill, which is generally part of the Coaldale Horseshoe. Some people do go up and include Grasmoor. Here we are on top of the second wainwright of the day of Crag Hill, 800 and something metres. Well done, Mary.
Well done, Dave.
Boom. Boom.
Did you see Derek down there?
No, there it is.
He's just left over
Yeah.
there.
I doubt Dave Hewitt will be very much bothered about the Burkett, so I might well nip over there and back. So we're just waiting for Dave Hewitt to catch up. We don't think he's too bothered about Burkett, so we're just going to nip over here off Crag Hill and pick up the Burkett of Eel Crag, which I think me and Paul do actually need. Right, Crag Hill, so a Burkett, which is a fist bump. For Burkett, right. Well done, Paul. Boom. Right. Yeah, Eel Crag, kind of a cheaty way up Eel Crag, because the crags itself you normally climb up from the bottom there, but we've just dropped down to it from just up there on Crag Hill, and this is looking down into the Coaldale Horseshoe. It's probably the best view of it. You're right central here, looking over at Grasmoor Pike and Hobcarton Crag, Sand Hill with Hopegill Head behind there, and generally the classic route would be to come up Crag Hill, sail Causey Pikes and Scar Crags, outer side barrow you can add on as well, but or you can lengthen or shorten it however you like. But yeah, Eel Crag, lovely little hill, and I think on some maps actually Crag Hill is labelled Eel Crag, so yeah, I don't know what that's about. I think it was in Wainwright's day it had another time, but I think it's more commonly known as Crag Hill now. So let's get back up to there and we'll have a break and a cup of tea. Oh, look who showed up on the summit. Dave Hewitt. Hello. Boom. Right, so we're just heading down Crag Hill now. We're just going to swing round to Wandope, just here, lovely little hill. There we go, on the summit of Wandope. I would say this is probably one of the easiest wainwrights in the Lake District. I'm sure there are direct routes up it, but most ways I think people do it are either from Crag Hill or Grasmoor, and you're already up most of the ascent. It's just a nice gradual little tumble over. But yeah, we are looking down onto Knotrig and Ard Crags, and yeah, over to Robinson, back into Buttermere. But now, yeah, that's looking back up to Grasmoor, Ladhouse, which the crew went up this morning without me, which does look bloody brutal. That's why I preferred my way, I think. But yeah, we're just going over here now to, I think it's called Third Gill Head Man, so we need to get over that and up onto Whiteless Pike. Well done. Boom, well done.
Well done.
Bloody hell, you're sweaty, Dave.
Okay.
Well done. Right.
Oh yeah. Right.
Doesn't get much better. I think Grasmoor is my favourite fell, so I absolutely love this area. I think it's three or four times I've been down this ridge now, and it's absolutely wonderful. It never gets boring, and just look at all the little secluded gills here, and all the way around to Crummock Water. Right, here we are on the summit of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th wainwright of the day, Whiteless Pike on the Merritt. Well done. I've just seen that plane fly over again. It is so low, it's actually causing ripples on Buttermere there, but yeah, it's a lovely little fell. This one Whiteless Pike, I haven't spent a lot of time on it actually, because it's usually at the end of the walk and you just want to get down, but it isn't a pleasant descent. I can see Derek actually just not far away. I think we're going to be heading down to see the Bluebells in Rannerdale now. Here's the crew. Wonderful. So we're just heading down Whiteless Pike now, and this is where the path becomes a little sketchy. Yeah, it's a little section here that I don't like of this path, and it's what I remember. It's just these crags here now. Dave and Mary went down the grass bank, but if it's wet, that would be extremely slippy. It's not a low gradient or anything like that, so you kind of do have to work your way down these crags, and they are sort of all jagged, so you've just got to really take care. But we're nearly back onto the good track now. So that's just more or less down Whiteless Pike now, and there isn't really an easier alternative, especially if you want to get to Rannerdale. I think the easiest way down from would be to go back towards Coaldale Hawes and go down via Gasgill. That'll bring you out back at where we started the climb, direct up Grasmoor. I love approaching this high stile range from this section. To me it looks like a huge throne. I could always just imagine a giant sitting up there with his legs either side of that gill, using red pike and high stile as like armrests, and you're walking towards them to be judged. It's yeah, I think throne of the gods for me. Right, we're just nearly at the bottom here. I'm going to swing back down. Right, as we head down into Rannerdale, I thought I'd better wrap up my video from here. This video was mainly to show you Grasmoor End, and we've done a few bonus wainwrights and a Burkett to boot. It's a lovely little round. It's one of my favourites, especially the northwestern fells as a general. But yeah, we're just going to be heading down to the Bluebells here, and yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you to the fell nomads, Derek, Mary, Dave and Paul, and I should say thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back out on the fells very, very soon. Peace.